Well, hey there, kiddos, and welcome to your workshop on distance formula. What we're going to do here is learn how to find the distance between two objects on a grid or a map if all we know are their two coordinates. We don't have a scale that the graph is working on or the map has or anything. I just have the coordinates of the 2 points. And this is also on your reference materials, just like the midpoint formula, but here's what it looks like. Distance formula looks like this. It's the distance is equal to, and we have the square root of the two x values, x2 minus x1 squared, plus the two y values, y2 minus y1 squared. And so it looks very complicated, but it's really not. It's just a matter of plugging in the points that we are given and then just doing the calculations. So number one here wants us to find the distance between the points negative 5, 3 and negative 2, 1. So we're going to use this formula where d equals, so I have the square root of, now I have to do my two x values, and I do them the second one minus the first one. So my second x is 2. My first x is negative 5. So when I do minus a negative, that becomes plus 5. And I have to square that. And then I have to do my y values, which had been backwards. y2 is negative 1 minus 3. And I have to square that. So now our next step is going to be to work out what's in the parentheses. Well, 2 plus 5 is 7. So I have 7 squared. Plus negative 1 minus 3 is negative 4 squared. And so now I have to actually square the two numbers. Well, 7 squared is 49. Negative 4 squared is 16, because when I do a negative times a negative, it makes it positive. And when I add those up, I get that the distance between my 2 points is the square root of 65. Which is not a perfect square, so we're going to leave it as the square root of 65 for now. If your teacher wants that simplified, they'll have to talk to you about that. But for now, we're just going to leave it as the square root of 65. And so now what I need for you to do is I need you to try number 2, use the formula, follow the example we just did together. And then I want you to try number 2 and then show your teacher, have them check it. And if it's good, you can go back to your group and explain to them the distance formula.